I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 79 yards. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Seattle. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down now, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Steps away to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, Jackson fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson shedding the tackle. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. This is Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Earl Thomas in on the stop. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They run it with Carson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time? And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Result of the play, first down and 10. Check.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. After the sack, here's second and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on third and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. It's complete to Lockett. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Myers' kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. C.J. Prosise, 32 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now it's Wilson. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll get it down inside the 20. To the 18-yard line.
He was brought down by Patrick Unrussell. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Mark that.
48, that's it. I got you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going again on the ground here with Hill.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.